Ladies and gentlemen, the beers are on ice, the mics are hot, and the video is rolling. This is the Mics and Beers Podcast, Brewery Showcase Edition. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I hope you guys are doing absolutely awesome, and you've got some ice cold beer to enjoy with us here today. As always, I'm TJ Hardy here with one of my best friends in the whole world, and one of the co-hosts here on Mics and Beers. Ladies and gentlemen, Craft Woody himself in his house.
Oh, we're back, and it's so good to be here, TJ. I missed you.
I missed you too, buddy. Now, obviously, real quick, before we go any further, as you guys can tell, we're lacking a very important part of the Mics and Beers crew here.
Where is she? Oh, no.
Of course, Miss Samantha R.Q. Luxton is not here currently with us. Everything's cool.
She's not fired.
Yeah, no. She is an extremely important part of this show, and we love her very much. That's why this is not an official episode of the show. We're just doing something fun here. Very last minute. So we just decided, Woody and I had some free time. We were in Mics and Beers mode. Let's do something fun, do something different. But, of course, big shout out to Sam. She just was unable to do this with us tonight. So just wanted to get that out of the way because I don't want people to be like, what the hell, man?
All the female viewership is wondering, hey, where's Sam and what are we drinking?
Yeah, all three of us. So if you guys read the title of this video or audio thing or whatever the hell, however you're watching or listening, which thank you very much, by the way, you saw that we are doing a brewery showcase of a little brewery based out of Kingston, Ontario, Canada.
Woo!
Called
How do I get school there?
Spearhead Brewery, folks. Now, both Woody and I are starting off drinking the exact same beer, and let me tell you, I'm excited as hell. This is a very interesting, unique beer, and I'm told it's awesome.
What is it, TJ?
So this is, thank you, Woody. So this is a Chardonnay Summer Ale, and I'm super excited. Before we say anything else, we're of course going to do what is tradition here on Mics and Beers. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes, TJ, you're absolutely right. It is a Chardonnay Summer Ale. I was just because it's seasonal. It is one of Spearhead Brewery's seasonal ales. I do believe I had it on my phone, and you'll see me looking down because unfortunately I do not have their entire menu memorized.
We'll go through it for sure.
I will bring up, they have 16 beers on tap that you can actually go onto their website and buy. They do offer free delivery to anybody in the Kingston area. So we have friends in Kingston. I have, family in Kingston. Guys, hit up Spearhead Brewery. You won't go wrong. I haven't had my first sip yet. That's a crime.
Yeah. So freaking cheers, buddy. Oh, he's just going.
Oh, it's on my keyboard.
Clank. All right, here we go.
Oh, it's in my raccoon wounds. That's okay, because even if I had raccoon wounds, it would probably still be good.
It would enjoy this.
Oh, I got it. What?
That is amazing. It's not what I thought it was going to be. It's very. I thought it was going to be almost taste like a wine cooler with an aftertaste of beer, but it's like.
Well, to give people a little description of this one. So this is a 4.3% ale, so it's on the lighter side, but like TJ said, it does have the refreshing aspect of it. As I keep reading on, it is, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I drunk a lot. And
apparently this beer will mess you up real quick.
It is an ale and white wine hybrid brewed with the unfermented juice from a Chardonnay grapes and Belgian ale yeast to deliver a delicate and well-balanced beer with slight stone fruit aroma and hints of tart apple, apricot, and cloves. So if you're not the biggest fan of your fruity beers and all that, this might not be your alley. But if you are open to taste or you just like a nice light beer in the summer, you cannot go wrong with this one. Spearhead's Chardonnay Summer Ale is a good pick. It's one of their 5 seasonal ales that either one of them can't go wrong in the weather that we're having. I know we had decent weather today. I hope y'all did too to be drinking. So.
Definitely. And I mean, as someone who is very much, I'm not a huge fan of coolers and radlers and fruity beers and stuff. I like this because that first initial taste that hits your tongue is that really nice, light kind of white grape Chardonnay taste, but then it has the smoothness and the aftertaste of a really nice light like Belgian ale. Like it says, it's kind of hard to. I mean, listen, I'm not a professional taster or anything. Obviously, as you guys can tell, but it is a very good, very light. But like, if I drank 10 of these,
you'd have a good night.
I'd have a good night, and I wouldn't feel super like bloated or anything. You guys know me. I like my light beers, and this is a nice light beer, but it doesn't taste like a light beer. It has a really good flavor and a really nice aftertaste.
Now, due to its being seasonal brew, it is only around for a few months, so around like the late spring, going into the summer, I believe into early fall. As I'm just reading, it just says for a few months of the year. Get on this, guys, that you really can't go wrong. On top of, I'm going to read TJ you some other beers. Unfortunately, we don't have them here to actually get to test them. I would love to be able to do another one of these. And as me and TJ has talked, these brewery shoutouts are going to happen more and more. We're going to try to do this if this goes well and you guys like it, especially the breweries themselves. I mean, hey, free advertisement. We're not asking for anything. We just love your products that much. But they also have the Mojito Radler. They have what they call a Jamaican Fire Spiced Porter.
I really want to try that.
That's one of their strong beers. It's 6.8%.
Oh.
They have a New England IPA called any IPA. Like literally the letters
Not any IPA. I bet you that's really good. I haven't had a chance. And that's a 7.3% strong beer, by the way, too.
Yep, most of their beers are on the stronger side. Like one of the other ones, it's not a seasonal one. It's one of their bigger staples. It's called the Big Kahuna. That's I think at like 10.1% or something.
Yeah, that one. I've tried that, and that beer will.
That'll knock you out.
It's really good, but yeah, it'll knock you out.
And it's one I can be honest about. It definitely isn't my favorite on their list, but that saying, it is still good. But that is something where, when I'm drinking a few of their other good light beers, and they do have I don't want to get their name wrong. The name wrong. I think it is just called.
It's the lighter lager. I think you're talking about.
Yeah, the it's literally just like the lighter light beer.
And it's
the lighter lager.
Yeah, the lighter lager too. It has a really nice looking can. I would show you guys, but it's not going to show up very well on this. But see if it'll show up on Woody's any better. Nah, it's not really.
Kind of. It's coming in.
Let me see, let me try my luck. This is how professional we are. It's showing up a little better on mine.
It is.
It's got a really nice can. It has a nice can. Haha. No, but seriously, this is without a doubt the lighter lager, because I had it on tap at the brewery before, which we'll get into, because I think it'd be cool to talk a little bit about our experience at the brewery, which we'll definitely get into. But when I was there, I got to try it quite a bit, and let me tell you, that lighter lager is. I'm actually planning. I'll tell you this right now, Woody. Kind of a little off, nothing to do with the show, but we have a yearly trip every year up to a friend of ours' cottage, and provided that it does happen this year, which it still should, I'm thinking about just getting like 48 cans of lighter lager and just call it a day.
Yeah,
I'm being totally serious.
Yeah, I've debated that, but mine would be a mixer. So I would go with the like half of, or not half, but I go a big chunk of the Chardonnay. I'd try the lighter. I would like to try the mojitos. I've had mojitos before, like how you regularly make at bars, and the Hawaiian style pale ale. I enjoy that. Heck, me and you both have the cans here with us.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, I mean, obviously, as you guys know, if you're regular watchers of Mike's and Beers or listeners, I did try the Hawaiian style pale ale last episode. I don't like pale ales, but I really like this one. I'm excited to get into it once I'm done drinking this guy here, which it is going down so easy and so smooth, and it's so good. I feel bad for drinking it so quickly, but I'm excited to get to this one too.
And that's one of the things about this one. I find that this is your typical, I'm gonna go sit on my patio chair outside or your lounge outside and just you sip away in the heat. You don't even do any work out there. You just sip away on it. Just friggin' awesome. It feels like it's a beach day drink. That's a great way to describe it.
Absolutely. If I'm sitting on a beach in the middle of summer and it's a hot day, but it's a nice hot day, and
with all my honey around.
Yes, I'm cracking out one of these bad boys. Let me tell you, because that's Yeah, and you know what? Actually, that's interesting. I don't know where you specifically got yours from, but I walked into the Newcastle LCBO. Shout outs to them.
Got them there.
Did you actually? Okay,
Yeah.
so I
I
walked
had to go to
in.
Newcastle to get it.
Yes. So I walked in, and they had the Hawaiian style pale ale, and then the 4, which is their session IPA, which I had last episode of Mike's and Beers as well, which is also awesome. And I was looking at them like, oh man, like I was really hoping I'd find something else from them. Because the last time I was in, I asked them if they were going to get more in. They said, yeah, we're thinking about, getting some more in. It's getting popular over here. And I'm like, not because, no, I'm just joking, obviously. But I know I buy it. So because of me, it did come to a store in Peterborough. Just saying. That was me. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about they're getting bigger.
Yes.
I bet you could find this place out. You could find their beers out in Toronto. I wouldn't doubt the shipping.
Absolutely, I can assure you, you'll definitely find the Sam Roberts Ale because it's a really, really popular one, and then that Hawaiian Pale Ale for sure. You'll find that it's really popular.
And it says something. A small brewery. When we went there, it's well, I shouldn't say small. It's a decent sized brewery. But the fact that you have something out of Kingston, Ontario, being shipped around most of southern Ontario, I think is huge. I like to see that for not just Spearhead Brewhead Company, but for every brewery out there. I love it when small little breweries get so big that you see them everywhere now. Like I know it's a shout out to a few other ones, but like Old Flame Brewery is one that I'm starting to see more and more of around, and like they're really good just out in Port Perry. Another group that we used to like, or will still like, we just haven't discussed them in a while, is Bosch Kung from Kingston, Ontario, a smaller town than Kingston. But no, I'm very happy to see that Spearhead's making a splash in the craft beer. And you know what? They're only going to get bigger with the good products they keep putting out, as well as their merchandise. And that's something we can get into a little later too. Like during this whole thing, we wanted to showcase everything to you. We may not be a little organized because we're talking about an ever-growing brewery. It's hard to memorize all that. You tend to stick to what's your favorites, and that's what I can tell you about it. Like the Chardonnay. I have the Hawaiian here with me, and then a specialty can that we have. Those are the ones I've liked and I stay to. So when I find a beer I like, I stick to it. I don't venture out too often.
I'm the same, yeah.
Yeah, because the beer's good, and money doesn't come around all the time. So
what's not
use your money to buy good stuff.
Why would you like? I'm someone who I like to stick with what I know.
Yeah.
Through Mike's and Beers, it has definitely expanded my horizons a little bit. Because for the longest time, I only drank I wasn't a huge craft beer guy when we started this podcast, as you can remember, I'm sure. And now it's like I pretty much prefer a lot of craft beers for the most. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love my Alexander Keiths and things of that nature. But I really truly love when I find a great craft beer that I know I'm supporting a small business. If you can call this, to me, like a small business, I still consider that it's something that's not mass produced like by thousands of people, hundreds of people. So I still consider a brewery like Spearhead, even though they're blowing up and they're huge and they do really awesome from what I can tell, I still consider it a small business or whatever. So I know I'm helping out, and at the same time, it's good people. They make great beer. They're always trying new things. So it's really awesome to see them blowing up even more.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, TJ. I think that's a good way of putting it. Like I was this kind of similar way when I was especially out in college. It was the big beer companies. Like I shouldn't say that at all. I drank Laker and that was garbage. And I only say that because I mean it's a cheaper beer. You buy what you get.
Skewered.
I was drinking McClay's. I drank Black Blue, which I still really like. I drank a lot of mostly Canadian. It wasn't until, after college, getting a job, getting to get a little bit more money, because it's just how it is. Craft beer is unfortunately a little bit more expensive at a single tall boy purchase. But you're paying. I'm very happy I started to make that switch. And through this, the Mike's and Beers, and even my own brother and just other buddies who got into it, I got to find these companies, especially out in Kingston. I got to find Spearhead. Been drinking their stuff probably now. Hell, when the hell did I graduate? 2013. So it's been almost 6 years. I've been, I've had Spearhead. So I'm happy with that.
Well, it's awesome. And what's funny is just talking on kind of a little bit more about like the actual brewery itself. The reason I discovered Spearhead, and this all kind of comes full circle here, is I mean,
Who's that on that?
Ahem.
We know guys there.
Yeah. So
Our buddies got fucked out of the championship.
listen here,
Like,
CJ. Hey, CJ Felony.
You know what, CJ? I kind of want to throw you into a vat of beer and then not drink it.
Because you would make it stinky because you stink.
Yeah, way to go, Stinky McStinkers. Then why don't you go steal another belt, you bum?
What's really funny about this is I'm totally saying it to him. But so, for those of you who are not familiar, Chinlock Wrestling is, it's my favorite wrestling in the world. I'm just being serious with you guys right now. Based out of Kingston, Ontario. One of our best friends actually is a wrestler for them. And also, along the way, you know, I've at least can say myself, I've made some new friends through them as well. And I'm really thankful that I get to go, and my boy, Mr. Jason from J. Bridges Larts, kind of brought me into the Chinlock Wrestling fold, and I get to hang out and, you know, help them set up merch and stand there and act like I'm a part of this really awesome thing by giving out t-shirts and stuff, or not giving them out, but you know what I mean. But the first show I went to that I was I use this term very, because I hate saying this, that I was helping out with, because all I did was help set up the merch, and then I helped take the ring down a little bit. So, like, I don't really, you know, but anyway.
We're there for like 75% as a fan and 25% to make sure, you know, you can help out a buddy.
Basically, yeah. I was there to help out Jay. That was, you know, that's my boy.
Wow.
Oh, God.
To support a future champion. I know we didn't say his name, but his name is Sam Hudson. Yes. Sam. I'm going to drink for Sam.
Hell yeah. Cheers to Sam.
So it was cool, like, down on your stuff, like, it's been great that the family, we kind of connected all one big circle.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he eventually joined Chinlock, like you said, you went in there, you got to meet
and
Jay.
that was the first show that was what I was getting at, folks, it was at their first show that they did called Battle at the Brewery, which is still, without a doubt, one of the coolest wrestling venues I've ever seen, one of the coolest wrestling shows I've ever witnessed. It's literally a ring in a freaking brewery, and it's awesome. And there was some phenomenal talent there that night. And I'm not just saying that because some of them were friends of mine, but like some awesome talent that I didn't know, and I got to meet a bunch of people, and I got to stay afterwards and share a beer with a few of them, which was the first time I really got to sit and try a couple of their different beers on tap. But that was also the night that I picked up this little thing here, and we'll definitely talk about yours next because I want to get into that. But it's where I picked up this little doohickey, which is the Chinlock Lager. It is the Spearhead's Beer of Champions, and it was a custom can made by, not sure if you guys can be able to see that, my man J. Bridges Larch, Jason Reese. He made this for the show, the Battle at the Brewery, the first one. It was so much fun. It was so awesome. I drank this beer and loved it. This was the first time I tried their lager, and I was in love within the first sip. And I got to, I got to keep a can, and I, cleaned it out really nice and everything. And since then, it's got some dents in it because it's been around for a while, but it was so enjoyable. Sorry?
It's a wrestling can.
Oh, yeah, it's got some dents and some bumps in it. I may or may not have used it to hit people a few times. It's wrestling. But I got to sit afterwards with some of the guys and gals and get to experience the brewery just as like someone they're drinking too. And the people there are so awesome. Big shout outs to Cole, I believe his name was, who was one of the tap room crew, who was awesome. He stayed like really late and let us, buy a bunch of beer, and it was awesome. They have some really badass merch too that I'll be purchasing the next time I'm up there. But that was such a fun show. One of the funnest nights I've ever had in my life, as far as just getting to hang out with friends and stuff like that. Definitely a lot of fun. And I know for a fact that, if I'm not mistaken, I think, Woody, your experience with kind of getting to know Spearhead a little bit more, I think, was at the second show, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, so actually, with your can, does it have a date on it by any chance?
Mm-hmm. It is, sorry guys, it was October 12th, 2019.
Oh, Holy crap. So here we go. Fast forwarding a little bit. TJ's right. We then all decided to get tickets the second time. A few of us had to miss the first show. Mm-hmm. Little side note. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this is kind of shocked that we're talking about wrestling. But again, comes in all circle because of Spearhead Brewing Company.
And we're wrestling fans. Just is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I had no shame.
Yeah, fast forwarding to February 1st, 2020, Spearhead Brewing Company decided to have Battle at the Brewery Part 2. And this was very special to us because we got to see TNA Impact legend Madison Rayne.
Yes.
Which it was really cool. We were able to chant with her. It was her birthday, so we started to chant, happy birthday, make it rain. Really gimmicky and stupid stuff that people would be like, you wrestling fans are losers. But but we don't care. I had a blast.
It's wrestling. It's fun, folks.
Take on the biggest bum in the industry, CJ Felony.
Yeah.
Champion. Boo.
I'm so glad that she beat him up.
Oh my God. I don't care that she won by disqualification, a win, or that she lost because of disqualification. She won. She put him to the ground.
Hell yeah.
But the next biggest reason was our best friend. Well, he's a good guy. I love him. He was going for the championship.
Yes. It was his first ever championship match. Sam Hudson versus CJ Felony.
He got friggin' robbed, TJ. This is the only time I believe in wrestling itself because we've watched wrestling. We know how it goes. We know how storylines usually end up, especially in smaller companies like this.
Yeah.
With a new guy coming up in a championship match, he's not, in 99% chance he's not winning. But that night, I believe. And just the whole atmosphere about it. We get to go into the brewery. It was one of my first times. Like, I know I went in college, or I think at some time. I just, can't really remember. But it was such a nice atmosphere. It's just all wood decor. The tables are nice. Servers are great. They just have a good setup there, as well as being able to see into the brewery itself. So they do have open-faced windows that you can look through and just see their whole operation, which I thought was kind of neat. And then beside all their operations is a friggin' ring. So I was like, cool. They had all the chairs sit around. It was a great event. Jan Murphy, basically the heart and soul and the leader of Chinlock Wrestling. Thank you for putting that on, and Spearhead too. I think, to me, like, that's what made that company so cool. Not just Chinlock, but the fact that Spearhead did that. I've never heard of a brewery doing anything outside of concert. And the fact that they wanted to promote themselves, as well as like saying, hey, we like wrestling, we like your stuff, sure, come on, why not? And I think it was a put on by both of them. We got to try a lot of good beer, have a lot of good moments. So yeah, I can't say I've had a better time at a brewery or a memory that sticks out coming to drinking that beats that. Like I said, I've been to concerts at breweries before. Old Flame put on a good one with a really talented singer, but a wrestling show, I mean, that's awesome for us wrestling fans. I thought it was great. I thought it was very cool, and the fact they have customizable cans they have for the events that we were still able to try some of their good beers. Not this one because it's February, but this one. Yeah, they treated us very well. So Spearhead, you know what? We give you 2 thumbs up and a Mike's and Beer salute. We just made up now.
Yes, that's a thing now, apparently. You do the salute, I do the thumbs up. How's that?
There you go.
All right.
That's how you stand out, though.
I do the thumbs up, you do the salute. Wait, hang on. I got to.
Because I'm military.
Wait. There we go. All right, cool. We're good. Oh.
You know what, though? As a brewing company producing beer, I think they would enjoy knowing that what we do with their beer.
Yes.
And TJ, we haven't talked about our drinking rules probably since like episode 3.
Is there any point at this point anymore?
You know what? I just want to. We used to have rules back in this day, even though we call it, it's going to be unscripted, totally unedited, like just fun and ridiculousness. But we also had a set of rules we wanted to do. And TJ, one of the rules was, if you plug something, you got to drink. So let's go over it. Spearhead, Chinlock Wrestling, Jaybird Digital Art. No, I said Chinlock at number 2.
Yep.
And then we talked about I said Old Flame and Bosch Tongue. And then Mike's and Beers, 2 guys in a game during an edit.
Well,
and then Sam
Hudson. Shout out to Fear the Beard.
if you're the beer, why not? Let's add them to it. So that's 10 drinks. Just start chugging back until you're done.
So, we got a problem.
Then open it while you drink. Right.
All right. So as we kind of get ready to slowly wind down here, I'm going to be opening up this beautiful can. Look at this thing, man. That is absolutely fantastic. It is the Hawaiian Style Pale Ale. It is a bold, hoppy West Coast Pale Ale brewed Hawaiian style with pineapple. Unfiltered, dry hoppy to provide a delicate and complex flavor and bouquet. Very, very awesome taste. I'm excited. Here we go. I'm going to open mine.
Oh, yes. I'm a slow drinker. Head.
I like that.
So yeah, like TJ's doing that. I just want to say to you guys, I know the can says, infused with a bit of pineapple. I didn't get quite a strong pineapple taste. TJ, I'll let you give more of that answer to it. But yeah, don't let that scare you away if you're not a pineapple fan. It's definitely more of your traditional pale ale.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of pineapple, and it's more of a nice. There's definitely a hint of a nice fresh citrus and like kind of tropical flavors. It's very like zest is the best way to explain it, but it has that really nice dry finish of a normal pale ale that people who like I said before, I'm not a humongous fan of pale ale, but what I like about this one is it does have that really nice dry taste, but it's very refreshing dry. It's not like some pale ales, I'll drink it and it'll be very like I almost feel like I need to drink water afterwards. It's really, really dry. Whereas this, I don't know if it's because of the citrus elements in it and the different tropical fruits and things of that nature, but it very much is very, very. It's very unique and it's really, really nice. I enjoy it. And for those of you who are up on this kind of a thing, this is a 60 on the IBU scale. Which, for those of you who know what that means, you'll understand. That's basically the bitterness, hoppiness of the beer. So it's pretty standard for a pale ale, but it is fantastic. It is a strong beer. I just drank a pretty decent amount of it, and I know I'm probably going to feel it in a few minutes for a little bit. It hits you really quick. It's like, oh, holy shit! But then you kind of get your bearings again.
It's one of their 6% ales, and I find, and I'm going through their website right now because I want to be able to tell you guys, all the good stuff that they have.
Yeah.
They don't have many beers that are sitting under 5%.
Yeah, they go hard. Spearhead doesn't mess around, man. They go hard. They have awesome tasting beer. That's what they're all about.
Mm-hmm. Like I'll tell you guys right now, because I like we said, we want to keep this short, so we're going to wrap it up, but. Before we go, I'm going to tell you again some of the beers that you can try. Find them at your local LCBOs. I mean, hey, you can't go wrong. We've got to tell you guys about two. We've got the taste too. They've always been good to us. But so yeah, we've talked about the Hawaiian style pale ale. They also have that you can find pretty regular in the LCBOs. I'm starting to find is their 4-session IPA. It is a lighter beer. It is sitting at 4%, but. I mean, light IPA could be an interesting thing to try.
As someone who's tried it, I can tell you guys, it is light, so it goes down really nice and it sits really nice, but it's very full-bodied flavor. A really, really nice IPA.
I think they're going to be sending out more and more of the New England IPA, so it's their stronger beer sitting at 7.3%.
Ooh.
This one I haven't seen before, but if you can find it, I highly recommend it. Another strong beer. It says at 5.8%, but Oktoberfest Lager.
Yeah,
it does say it's out of stock, but they might have more stuff coming out.
As they rotate, I'm sure they'll bring more stuff. And also, that being said, guys, obviously right now things are a little weird in the world, so like who knows what could happen. But I'm sure you'll see that come back soon.
Exactly. You're gonna probably see more of their big staples. So on top of the Hawaiian Pale Ale, you're going to see the Sam Roberts Band Ale, which apparently, I was going to say, I've never tried it. I've heard nothing but good stuff about it so far. The Moroccan Brown Ale, another strong beer at 6%. I could tell you nothing about it, but again, we're not just going to throw it a company because they have one good beer. Check them out, guys. You can't go wrong with them. And then TJ can attest to their lighter lager beer.
As well as their regular lager, the decoy lager, which I'm not sure if you mentioned yet, but it's a slightly Obviously, the lighter lager and the regular lager is similar. The lighter lager is just a little easier going, but that decoy lager is it's very good.
And I believe with the decoy lager too, if they're still doing it, that they're every 6-pack that you buy from them, they're donating $1 to Wildlife Ontario, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's awesome. As someone who's proud Ontarian, you know, who wouldn't want to support that? It's a great beer. They have it's a really awesome looking can, and you're supporting wildlife. So what's not to like about that, folks?
Them supporting the wildlife means they help support me when I fish. So I love it. Anybody from Cherry, like we said, this is a company that, you know, they like to go extra. Mm-hmm. They're supporting a great cause. They've done wrestling shows. And also they have plenty of merchandise you can support them on. They have plenty of different styles of hats. They got different beanies. I've seen a couple of their hoodies, both unisex and for girls and guys. I've seen the V-neck T-shirts, regular T-shirts, their mugs, decals for your windows, and other stickers to support them. Guys, it's a great company. So if you're not the biggest beer person around and you still want to support your local Ontario companies, your small town guys, your hometown heroes from Kingston, go to their shop and buy from them. Or hell, buy a gift card. Give it to someone who likes beer. They're not going to go wrong.
And they have one hat I'm really excited to get because I'm going to get it. They call it their dad hat, and it's just like totally... it's totally me. But also on top of events like what he was mentioning, they also do tons of different like live music, and they have different events all the time too. So even if you're not a huge beer drinker or whatever, keep an eye out on their social medias and on their website, which I'll give you guys at the end here, because they have a lot of really cool stuff going on for sure.
Yeah. And then TJ, how could anybody find these guys?
So
besides going to Kingston?
Yeah. So first things first, if you want to just go to Kingston, their tap room is open, or their retail store is open. Excuse me, right now. Last time I checked, just the retail store was open. You can find them. I had the address here, and now I have lost it.
I believe it's at Spearhead Beer for their Instagram.
Yes. So if you want to just go ahead and check out, I'll just give you the social media and website. The website, which is probably the easiest thing to find right away, is just spearheadbeer.com. That is the same thing for their Instagram handle and also for their Facebook handle. So very easy to find. Spearhead is all one word. Spearhead Brewing Company. Go check them out, guys. They're an awesome company. They've been really cool with us. I love them. I think they're all great people. They make fantastic beer, as you've heard here today. And, they definitely are people who want to support other companies and other businesses, and it's just especially at times like these, it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
So go check them out, Spearhead Brewery. Thank you guys for making such awesome beer. Cheers to you, Spearhead. We appreciate you and making such fantastic beer that we are enjoying. And of course, if you enjoyed this podcast here, this special, I'm not even going to call it a podcast because this is like a specialty brewery showcase here on Mikes and Beers. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're watching on the YouTube, or if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to, give us a like or give us a follow. Let us know if you guys enjoyed this, if you thought it was kind of a cool, different dynamic for what we normally do here on Mikes and Beers. Leave a like, comment, say, hey, we really enjoyed this. If there's a brewery you want us to check out, let us know. Or if there's a Spearhead beer maybe that you want us to check out, or there's anything at all, be sure to hit us up. Also, you can contact us anytime at mikesandbeers@gmail.com, as well as on all the social medias. We are just Mikes and Beers, and is spelt out. Mikes and Beers, and then also mikesandbeers.podbeard.wix. Sorry, I'm messing this up horribly. I apologize. I keep having to change the URLs. I apologize. It's podbeardnetwork.wixsite.com/Mikes and Beers, or all the links and everything will be in the description down below. So that's I think that's going to do it for you hear us today. Again, thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We appreciate Woody, my man. It's always good to see you and talk to you. See your beautiful face. Next time you guys see us, we'll definitely have Sam Luxton with us, so it'll be a much more enjoyable podcast because she's always a hoot.
Yep. Going back to what we normally do. We want to give this a try. So again, guys, thank you for listening, and we're going to see you next time.
Right here on Mikes and Beers. Cheers one last time, everybody.
Cheers, brother.
Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. We'll catch you next time on Mikes and Beers.